Speeds are 130. Traffic's light.
Coming up, back up, back up, back up! Move, move!
What's going on, everybody? I'm Brandon, and this is Music City 911. If you've been with the show for any length of time, you know I normally try to play these things pretty straight. I give you the calls, the body cam, the reports, the background, and generally try to conduct myself like a reasonably respectable adult. We're not doing that today. Today, fuck it. The filter is coming off. Not because I'm angry, and definitely not because the innocent people in the story are funny, because they aren't. But what you're about to watch is one of the most spectacular combinations of terrible criminal decision-making and absolutely balls-out police work I've ever seen, and I simply don't possess the maturity required to discuss all of it with a straight face. At the center of all this is 37-year-old John Johnson. John is going to make a lot of decisions today, and almost every one of them is going to somehow be worse than the one before. So when something deserves to be taken seriously, we'll take it seriously. Everything else, Jonathan, is fair fucking game. Our story starts January 21st, 2026 in Elyria, Ohio, where John apparently decided the best way to improve the quality of his Wednesday afternoon is to rob an armored truck. A Brinks employee had arrived there outside of an AT&T store. John is already waiting, masked and armed.
Get in. Okay. Where the bags at? Hurry up. Where the bags at?
They back there. They back there.
Open it now. Hurry. Open it. Shoot. Open.
They in there.
Get down. Get it up. Hurry up. Put them in it. Put the bags in there. Hurry up. Where the rest at?
I just started my this
Hurry
is
up.
my bag. That's this trash.
Okay. Where your service weapon?
What?
Where your service weapon?
What are you talking
Stay
about?
in there.
When she opens the truck, he puts the gun in her face, orders her inside, and ultimately gets away with around $7,940.
To 200 pounds. He was a skinnier guy. 1500.
I was at 4,200 plus what? 1,500?
Yeah, plus 15.
Okay.
And
Plus 4 and 420?
yeah,
So 7,940?
7,900 bucks.
7,940, yeah. She circled everything.
yeah. Because I remember what I had.
I can take
laying
it. You
out.
on here.
And initially, it worked. John gets away. Unfortunately, he did this in broad daylight in front of people with functioning eyeballs, and one of the AT&T employees happened to write down his license plate.
Okay, so he was pretty slick with what he was
Yeah, he
doing.
was pretty slick with it.
And you said it was a black gun that he held down at his side?
Yep.
Okay. Was it short, long, big, small? Similar to these?
Probably similar to what you guys carry.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Sarge.
Are you the one that gave the plate to our dispatchers?
He gave it to me. I wrote it
Okay.
down, but he gave
Cool.
it to the
Is
dispatcher.
that what the car looked like?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. That's it too. KPM 5569.
Yep. I just want to make sure.
Yep.
Cool. Thank
And
you.
then I'll take your ID in a minute.
That is unfortunate. For John, that is. Now we get to discuss the getaway vehicle. Because obviously, if you're going to be robbing an armored truck, you need something fast. Something exotic. Something built for speed. And John actually selected an absolute monster. The Pagani Zonda. Wait, no, sorry, hang on a second. That's my favorite. John chose, behold, the Honda HR-V. 1.8 liters, 4 cylinders, and approximately 141 horsepowers. An absolute fucking weapon. This is a vehicle whose natural habitat is considerably more Trader Joe's parking lot than international jewel heist. The preferred getaway vehicle of absolutely no fucking body ever. And yet, I'm about to owe this little bastard an apology. Neighboring police in Lorain, Ohio find the Honda, and John is presented with an excellent opportunity to stop making terrible decisions. He could pull over, surrender, and perhaps reflect upon the direction his afternoon's taken. John has instead elected to explore the performance envelope of the Honda HR-V.
Approaching Northridge. Cross Northridge, still southbound. Be advised, this suspect is wanted for aggravated robbery with a firearm and kidnapping. Just so everyone knows. Continue. Speeds are holding about 70. Traffic is light and braking course. We are heading towards Elyria now.
188 and I are closer. We'll take over the call. 188, get speed up there, brother.
Currently southbound on Lake and towards Griswold.
Yeah, they're coming up to Griswold quick.
Copy. Sounds like we have plenty of units involved. If there are any available units, monitor traffic, try to get in these areas and block intersections as you can from other traffic. Do not block the vehicle.
Still southbound Lake, passing 51st.
You go spot for calling?
Yeah. I'm 3 cars behind the lead car. We're coming up to 113, Lake and 113. Traffic's moderate. No pedestrian traffic. Coming up to 113, stand by for direction. Still southbound Lake, still southbound Lake.
Copy, continue. Keep providing updates.
Lake crossing over Foster. Traffic's light, no pedestrian traffic. Still trying to catch up close enough to get better speeds.
And Jonathan is fucking moving. We're over 80, then 90 miles an hour through residential areas. All 4 cylinders are reporting for active duty, and every one of the 141 horsepowers has been summoned. Then they hit the interstate. 100, 110, 120, 125.
We'll be getting on 20 east, 20 east. No traffic, speeds are 60.
How did I continue? So we start loading any agencies eastbound of here.
Alright, we're going to be 20 east, 20 east. Speeds are 95 and increasing. There's little traffic, no pedestrian traffic. Road conditions are semi-dry, no adverse weather.
Yeah, North Olmsted up here with the spikes.
Alright, we're doing 126 on 20. Little traffic, no pedestrian traffic. Roads are semi-dry, no adverse weather. LPD is still leading the pursuit with 3 units.
a cross street on 20 for OSP to throw some spikes.
Yeah, it looks like we're coming up to 301 and 20. Stand by if we're for direction.
377 up eastbound on 20, approaching the Range Road exit.
We're passing 301 exit, still continuing eastbound. Next should be Grafton Road exit, and then 57 after that. Speeds are still 120, traffic's light, roads are dry, no adverse weather.
377, she's directed to Route 10 near 83.
Alright, we're coming up to Grafton Road here in about a mile. Traffic's light, yielding, no pedestrian traffic, no adverse weather, road conditions are dry.
377, see if Rich will have some spikes. They can get out on 10. Let's have one. I'm in front of you guys, eastbound on 20, almost 83 now.
We're coming up to Grafton Road, stand by for direction. Alright, we're continuing on 20. Traffic's light. Roads are semi-dry. Speeds are about 110.
Continue.
Passing 57, still going eastbound on 20. Speeds are 115 mile an hour, traffic's light, no adverse weather.
377, contact North Olmsted as well. They have some friendly traffic units out there, so they get some spikes.
Also be advised, LPD is still in pursuit leading with 3 units. We're still going to be 10 east, we're on 10 now, heading to 480. Speeds are 120, traffic's light, no pedestrian traffic, roads are dry, no adverse weather.
Officers later described speeds approaching 130 miles an hour. All right, Honda. I owe you an apology. I was unfamiliar with your game. This HRV woke up expecting Costco and has somehow found itself qualifying at Talladega. Officers later hit him with stop sticks, but John keeps going because his supply of unfortunate decisions apparently comes with a renewable resource.
Continue.
They just spiked them. Good
spike, flag in Brook Park. We are westbound, traffic is light, 100 miles an hour.
By this point, he's basically selecting felonies from a drop-down menu. Fleeing? Add to cart. Reckless driving? Sure, why not? Would you like to supersize that? Absolutely yes. Eventually, John encounters an opponent even 141 raging Honda horsepowers cannot defeat. Traffic.
Continue. Coming up to Grace Road, still westbound, speeds 95, traffic is light. Coming up to Columbia.
And there it is. The performance envelope has been located. Officer Michael Taylor sees roughly the same gap and thinks, yeah, I can make that. He could not. Same car, same gap. We'll call that a draw. John bails out and leaves behind the one thing this entire afternoon was supposedly about: the money. John's current return on investment is $0. Apparently, factoring in the Honda, we're actually substantially in the negative.
Males in the fleeing.
He takes off running, still armed. That's where this stops being funny for a minute.
ما ندوش أمير ضلك عند الدوش شوي ماما ضلك عند الدوش بجيب الشوكولاتة أنا بجيب ايش شوكولاتة
This is a mother and her children bringing in groceries. They have absolutely nothing to do with any of this.
Go. One house.
John comes around the corner with a gun. 2 children are outside. He forces the mother and a different juvenile through the door. And there's already a baby inside. This has now become extremely serious. And that's when this guy arrives. This is Elyria police officer, Ali Sabiha. He joined the police force in 2022 after serving with another police agency beforehand. And I'm going to use his real name once because he deserves for you to know it. From this point on, however, the officer is going to evolve into many different forms. Officer Zero Hesitation pulls up and actually sees John forcing the family inside. He sees the gun. He sees what's happening. He knows the kids are outside. And apparently, that's all Officer Fuck It We Ball needs. This dude comes out of the cruiser like somebody fired him out of a cannon. Gun drawn, yelling at the kids to move, full sprint towards the house. Captain Immediate Action is not waiting for a committee meeting. Deputy Director Get the Fuck Out of the Way reaches the porch without slowing down. And now, Officer Balls the size of globes has entered the front door. He does not try the knob. He doesn't knock. He doesn't politely announce himself. Apparently doors now are merely a suggestion. Sergeant Not Today motherfucker hits that door like the Kool-Aid man with a Glock. Watch this. Now, to tell you a little secret, I usually don't comment on too many videos. This one, I actually did. As soon as I saw that, I knew I had to leave some sort of a comment. And this was my comment. Damn, dude, leave some ladies for the rest of us. And I stand by it.
Coming up, back up, back up, back up! Move, move! Get out of the house! Get out of the house now! Show me your fucking hands! Put your hands out! Don't fucking move! Don't move! Chad, mind your back!
Out of the cruiser, kids moved away from danger, gun up, full sprint, no backup beside him, no hesitation. Lieutenant Consequences reaches the door with what appears to be a very simple tactical philosophy. That motherfucker went through the door, therefore, I too shall go through the door. And right here is when Jonathan realized he fucked up. Now remember, John still has the gun, and there are still innocent people inside. The officer has fractions of a second to recognize what he's looking at and respond. But the shooting stops, and the officer does a very fast reload. Very clean and fast. Deputy Chief, everybody get out, starts getting the family outside, and Major One-Man SWAT team starts to get John handcuffed before the next officer is even inside.
Going on his right side! Exit out! Contact the EMS! Grab my kit! Guns on his right side.
You got it. You got it.
Elyria. Medkits up! Get in your houses! Get in your homes! 24496F. I got mass pass.
Give me those shears.
Here. Shit.
We need light. Light.
Lights. Here.
Sort of looks like. Got one on the third side over there.
Yeah, that's probably going to be a...
Hey, I made a reload. Watch my magazine.
Yeah. What do you guys need? Oh, we need chest seal.
I got him.
Let's get chest seal. Let's go to clear path for EMS.
We don't need 3 million people.
All right, we need a clear path for ambulance. Straight up this driveway here.
Cut that. Whoever's up with shears, cut it.
What do you need?
Nothing yet.
All right.
Man, once this seal's done, we need to roll on the other side.
Hey.
Yeah.
So, Cap, start cutting his pants.
Somebody, yeah, start working his way around. Here, let me get this out there.
We can have one in that leg.
Bart, I got a kit. Glove up.
Yep, hit me up. I need a kid now.
Here, glove.
One's on.
Just tell me what you need.
Roll to the side.
Where's he hit?
House.
I don't, dude.
What?
I don't know.
Okay, give me some.
Just, we're good. He's hit. Just get us a clear ambulance route.
There's one right here.
Two in his butt.
All right, I need
All right.
some gauze
Hey,
now.
let's check front real quick because it's not bleeding too bad.
Yeah.
Z-fold or wrap? Z-fold or wrap? Here.
I got one.
Second glove. Camp.
Start plugging. Let's start plugging.
Hey, seal. Seal up.
Seal.
Thank you. Seal up.
If you got any other
He's got 2 in his butt.
I got mass kit. Just tell me what you need.
Check his chest one more time. How's his breathing?
Let's start CPR.
Move.
Unconscious.
You seal. I'm starting CPR. Pressure down.
Hey. Expedite.
Roll to the side to me.
We need EMS straight to the door. I need a fucking just.
Cut all this clothes off now.
That's my bag. I need a union rep. Yeah.
26.
I'm right here. I'm right here. Yeah. Yeah, just need a second. Just put it in my trunk. If you guys are done with it, put it in my trunk. Just zip it up.
Then, Commissioner, apparently I do everything here, switches straight into medical mode. Officers start treating John, and he goes back outside for his own medical equipment, comes back in, and he's already telling everybody to leave a clear path for EMS. And now we've reached this final form. Ladies and gentlemen, because of all the things he did, Sir Thaddeus of the massive testicles. That is overall incredibly impressive. And now I'm going to stop joking for a second. The reason I'm impressed by what that officer did has nothing to do with how badass it looks on camera. Well, that's actually part of it. But we've seen what can happen when police face an immediate threat to innocent people and don't move. Uvalde showed us that in the worst possible way. Then, less than a year later, the Covenant school shooting happened here in Nashville. I was working 911 that day. When the body cam was released, you saw officers moving. They entered the school, ran towards the gunfire, found the shooter, and stopped the threat. They went. That's all they did. That's what this officer did here. He didn't know exactly what was behind that door or what the next 5 seconds were going to look like for his life. He knew an armed man had just forced innocent people inside. So he went. You're not watching someone who doesn't understand the danger. He understands exactly how dangerous it is. And that's why he's moving so fucking fast. Now, back to old Jonathan. John Johnson was 37 years old, and this was not his first armed robbery. Years earlier, he was convicted of aggravated robbery and sentenced to 10 years in prison. And what did he rob? A Dollar General with a gun in Elyria, the same town. So at some point, John apparently looked at his criminal resume and thought, I'm ready for the big leagues. Put me in, coach. Dollar General, let's move up to Brinks. That's career progression. Unfortunately, the new position had a terrible benefits package. The shooting was independently investigated, and a grand jury later chose not to indict the officer. He was also honored multiple times for what he did that day, including receiving a Hometown Hero Award, which is probably more appropriate official wording. Apparently, Sir Thaddeus of the Massive Testicles didn't make it through legal. I still think that's a missed opportunity, though. And that, unfortunately, brings us to the end of Jonathan Johnson's A Series of Unfortunate Decisions. I think the title fits. And Honda, I owe you an apology. You did everything that man asked of you. Your driver was the problem. And somewhere in Japan, a Honda engineer sat straight up in his bed and didn't even know why. But, most importantly, the mother and her children survived an absolutely terrifying situation because an officer arrived at the exact right moment and did not hesitate. This episode was obviously a little different from what I normally do. So tell me what you thought. I'm not going to force this tone into stories where it doesn't belong, but every once in a while, a case comes along involving a Honda HR-V discovering abilities it didn't know it possessed, and a police officer kicking through a door like it owes them money. I don't know what the hell else you expect me to do with something like that. If you want to help support Music City 911 and keep me digging through ridiculous numbers of videos and investigative files looking for stuff like this, you can join us over on Patreon. I've also got Music City 911 merch available on my website, and all those links are down below. And when I say sifting through so many videos, I'm not joking. There were 180 individual videos for this one incident. And if you're new here, because YouTube decided that what your life was missing was a convicted armed robber attempting to discover the terminal velocity of a Honda HR-V, welcome. Hit subscribe. There's plenty more where that came from. For Music City 911, I'm Brandon, and y'all have a good one.